If it's any of your business, I never remarried because I was too busy trying to raise your 3 children, trying to support them single-handedly, trying to put my life back together after the mess that you had made of it.
Well, I just thought you could have
You
got...
thought I was carrying a torch for you all these years? That I was just hoping and praying that you would come back to me someday? I'm afraid you're wrong, Peter. And as for why I kept your name, Whitmore is my legal name.
Still, I would think that you could have found somebody. You were quite a catch, Rebecca.
No, thank you. My experienced marriage isn't all it's cracked up to be.
I'm sorry you're so bitter.
Listen, I'm not bitter. I'm just realistic. So what about you? What have you been doing all this time? I'm sure you didn't spend 20 years holed up in some cave.
No. I traveled a lot. They had me hiding out all over Europe. Last couple of years I was in Istanbul. Had a nightclub there.
Oh, boy, you'll never learn, will you? Speaking of nightclubs, what is it that you think you can accomplish by opening your club up again here?
I want to make the music box a success again, the way it was before. But all straight and clear this time, no strings attached.
You're doing this just to spite me, aren't you?
What? Don't be ridiculous.
You know, Ruth and Sam may want to look at you through rose-colored glasses, Peter, but not me. I know the real Peter Whitmore. You came back to town because you wanted to prove something, didn't you? You came back to town because you have always been in competition with me.
No, Rebecca. Because you've always been in competition with me. Because I refuse to be like your father. You've always held that against me, haven't you? From the time I opened up that club, suddenly, the man that you had married was no longer good enough for you. Ruth, I can't believe that you of all people would want to do this. I mean, singing in a saloon is not...
Henry, I told you it is not a saloon, it's a nightclub. Wait a minute. This is about Peter, isn't it? You don't like the idea of my being around him, do you?
I like the man well enough, but when he was living here, you got all tied up in his life. I don't want to see that happen again.
Henry, we're talking about one night.
Listen, Ruthie, if you're asking my advice, I'd say you thank Peter very much, but you decline. Now, I just don't feel comfortable with my wife singing in a place like that.
Honey, the music box used to be one of the most popular night spots in town.
Oh, come on. It was where the mob hung out. It was where Peter got in trouble in the first place. Trouble that put you in danger. But I know how much this meant to you when you were 17. But you can't go back in the past. I mean, no matter how hard you try, you can't live that again. You're a different woman now. A woman that doesn't need a singing career to be fulfilled.
Listen, I want us to be together, too. It's just more complicated now.
Yeah, because of Jordan's money.
Well, I can't ignore it, and I'd be a fool not to accept it.
Good old Jordan. He manages to come between us even from the grave.
He doesn't have to come between us, don't you see? I mean, I'll never have to worry about money again. If anything, it'll free us.
Sam, I don't want to argue about this, okay? Of course I'm happy that you have your future taken care of. I was just hoping that I'd be the one doing the providing.
How you provide everything that counts.
Yeah, don't you forget it. Okay, so when do you think you can move back in?
Not so soon. Like, I can't move back so soon after Jordan's death, okay? It just won't look right. Mom's right about that. Look what all the publicity about our relationship has done to you already.
All right, I suppose you're right.
Yeah, and it looks like I'm going to have to play the lonely widow for a while.
Does that mean you're going to live here?
Yeah, it won't be that long, though. I mean, people will forget, no one will even care anymore. And we can do whatever we want.
Oh, no, that's not going to work. I'm not going to wait months to spend a night with you.
Well, didn't I tell you I'm going to be making business trips to a certain firehouse?
Yeah, I love you. Even if you are filthy rich.
I can't wait to be with you again.